This extreme bored fellow was created by scientists at the Rehovot Agronomy Institute in the early 2000s. Why would you want a featherless chicken, you ask? Well, the idea was to create a type of poultry that would have an even better chance at surviving in hotter countries. Not only would these chickens survive in warm conditions, but they would grow faster. This chicken was created by crossing breed with a naturally bare neck with a regular broiler chicken. And though it was an interesting idea, it was soon discovered to be useless. It might have made them cooler, but it also made them more prone to parasites, mosquitoes, and even sunburn. What's more, they couldn't flap their wings, which led to mating issues and less reproduction. The only positive thing about these chickens is that you won't be finding a feather in your meal anytime sooner. Number 6. Doe lion. This is probably the most remarkable example of how far science is able to go with modern DNA and cross-fertilization techniques. The doe lion is a cross between a lion and a dog. In order to produce this incredibly rare animal, only 3 doe lions exist in laboratories. The photo above is Rex, the first ever produced. Individual strands of DNA from each creature must be combined and reinserted into a host egg. This is similar to the liger, lion-tiger crossbreed, with the exception that the liger is able to be produced without prior manipulation of the DNA of either breed of animal. Number 5. See-through frog. Let's stay positive and learn about another animal created for the greater good. If you've ever taken a class in biology, there's one day that makes a lot of people go running for the bathroom: Dissection Day. For many school systems, the need to teach students about the organs of a frog is more important than keeping the frogs alive. And for many years, there wasn't much of an alternative: either dissect the frog or fail the assignment. Pretty rough. But luckily, there are some sympathetic scientists out there who've got the frogs back. They were able to experiment with breeding certain types of mostly translucent frogs so that the study of organs would be possible without dissection. This mainly came possible after the discovery of transparent glass frogs from the rainforests of Central and South America. That means soon, schools should have the option of observing the frog's organs, blood vessels, and eggs through the skin rather than cutting it open. The queasy children of the world owe a huge debt of thanks to these scientists. It's amazing that some strange animals exist solely to protect other members of their species. We never thought we'd call a frog a hero, but we stand corrected. Number 4. Insulin-producing cow. Argentine scientists have created 4 cloned and genetically modified calves, which can produce human insulin in their milk. Scientists believe that these cows can produce large amounts of insulin at a very low cost. To create these cows, scientists inserted the human insulin-producing gene into an embryo before implanting it in the surrogate cow. Number 3. Arana helecho. The Arana helecho is also known as the spider fern. It is a combination of a plant and an animal. It is actually the cross between an Italian wolf spider and the paga fern. The reason that this crossbreed was created was to study the survival rate of spiders if they had built in camouflage. The study was conducted at the National Selection Department at Massey University in New Zealand. The results of this study have not yet been published. Number 2. Dolly the sheep. In Scotland in 1996, an incredible story broke that had people believing we were all living in the future. Stories about cloning have existed in pop culture for years. It was difficult for people to imagine a reality in which it was possible. But that all changed with the arrival of a sheep named Dolly. She was created at the Roslin Institute in Scotland as part of an effort to reduce better genetically modified livestock. What made Dolly so incredible is that she was the first ever example of a lab-created clone. Science fiction had become science fact. The scientists were able to create her by taking 2 cells from other sheep. One cell was the mammary gland of a 6-year-old Finn Dorset sheep, and the other was an egg cell from a Scottish blackface sheep. When she was born, the scientists immediately knew that they had been successful because of her white face. If she was a true genetic match to her mother and not a clone, then she would have had a black face. This modern miracle was talked about to death in schools, the news, and in late-night television. She unfortunately died in 2003 at the age of 6, but not before capturing the hearts and minds of the world. Number 1. Glowfish. The glowfish was the first genetically modified animal to become available as a pet. It is a natural zebrafish which has had genetic information from bioluminescent jellyfish added to its DNA. It was originally produced to provide a warning system for pollution, but with the addition of further colors, its viability for the pet market became clear. It was introduced to the U.S. market in December 2003 by Yorktown Technologies of Austin, Texas. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me